Hi and welcome everyone to another video on my channel. My name is Dennis and today I'm going to show you my final team selection for GW38. As usual, if you enjoy this type of content, please consider leaving a like, hit that subscribe button, but now let's get into it. Now, before starting my video, since it's my last team selection for this season, I just want to say something to everyone, which is a massive thank you for everyone who watched my channel. Since I came back making FPL videos, your support was amazing and it really means a lot to me, and I really appreciate every one of you. And yeah, I'm really grateful, and hopefully I'm going to see you all again from next season on. But let's just get back to my team at the moment. This is how my team performed in GW37. I finished on a slightly small red arrow, so I'm not going to talk too much about it before showing you how my team is looking for GW38. I just want to say some things about the players who played last night. So Manchester City, Kevin De Bruyne, he blanked. Guardiola didn't really care about him because he blanked, but obviously a lot of people have him. Crystal Palace players, Munoz with just 1 point. Sar got an assist, at least he got 5 points in total, but again, Eze smashed it for the third or fourth consecutive week, and that's also a reason why I'm on a red arrow. So yeah, the swing between Eze and Sar was just incredibly big in the last game weeks. And also on Monday, Mohamed Salah, my captain, my biggest differential this week, uh, blanked, and he also missed a big opportunity. He missed pretty much an open goal. So yeah, it's not really like him. I was maybe a little bit unlucky. Salah would have helped me a lot in for my target to get inside top 1k. Now probably that's going to be really tough for me to do, let's be honest, in the last game week of the season, but overall really happy with my rank. Also this game week I bought in Vardy for Mateta. I took a risk. I'm really happy that it paid off. Vardy scored, he got 2 bonus points. What a legend in his last game at Leicester. But now let's see how my team is looking for Gaming 38. Okay, so this is my team currently for Gaming 38. I just put a picture here on the right. Hopefully you can see it and it's not the writing is not too small. But as I said before, my top for the last few game weeks was to try to get inside that 1 top K. I was really close. I got 3 red arrows in a row, maybe a little bit unlucky, it is what it is, but I just wanted to put that here. That way you can see how far ahead of me are those people who are inside top 1k. Now I'm going to be honest here, 16 points, it is a lot to ask. It's a big difference to catch up in just one game week. Probably I'm not going to do it, but as you can see here, also the chances are I'm going to remain in top 5k at least, because the difference between me and the last person in top 5k is 22 points. So for that reason, maybe I'm going to be able to take some risk, because as you can see, my rank at the moment is 2k and 100, something like this. And I'm really happy overall with my season, don't get me wrong, but I think that if I finish inside 5k, it's not such a big difference if I finish 3k or 4k or 5k. The real price for me, the real target for me would be to try to get inside the top 1k. So maybe I will take some risk. I can't guarantee it. I don't know if I will go really different with my captaincy, but let's talk a little bit about my decisions. I'm going to start Raya. Now, obviously, Arsenal maybe are going to rotate a little bit. If Raya is not going to start, I have Martinez on the bench, who also has a decent fixture, but at the moment I'm playing the goalkeeper with the better fixture, which is Raya, and also who's playing for the better defense, Arsenal. My defenders are going to be Kivier, Gvardiol, Livramento. In particular, in this case, in this department, I'm really happy, to be honest with you, because a lot of people have Saliba, who just got injured and he's not going to be available for Gaming 38, and a lot of people are thinking about making defensive transfers. Now, don't get me wrong, would I want someone like Ben White maybe instead of Kivier? Yes. Would I want someone like Kerkez instead of Guardiol? Probably. But at the moment, I'm really happy with my defense. Kivier against Southampton, Guardiol against Fulham away. It doesn't really matter because everyone has Guardiol at the moment. The defender I'm really excited to own for Gaming 38 is, to be honest with you, Livramento, which is who is playing against Everton at home. Newcastle are playing 3-5-2 formation at the moment, and hopefully that's going to be the case also in this gaming. They are fighting for for everything, this is pretty much a must-win game for Newcastle. The chances for a clean sheet are there, and Livramento is a really attacking defender, and hopefully he's going to play as a wingback. So yeah, really happy with my defense. Overall, no chances for me to make a defensive transfer if anything else is not going to happen, obviously. In midfield also it's an area I'm pretty much happy. Not going to talk too much about it. Salah is going to be in my team, and Mbeumo is going to be in my team. Rogers is going to be on my team against Manchester United away. So really not interested in selling these players. Now Kevin De Bruyne, uh, I need to decide if I want to sell him. But at the moment, if I'm going to be confident, De Bruyne is going to start in his last game at Manchester City. So I hope that he's going to start, and I'm expecting him to start because Manchester City still need to secure those Champions League spots. Obviously, it's also his last game at Manchester City, so hopefully he's going to start. The fixture is decent. The only way I can see myself selling De Bruyne is if I want to swap him for someone like Palmer or Bukayo Saka, but at the moment I'm not so sure about it. If we talk a little bit about the captaincy, at the moment I'm going to captain Salah. I know maybe a lot of people are not going to like that. I know that he blanked in the last game weeks, a lot of them, but to be honest with you, I just think that I was a little bit unlucky with the captaincy in game week 37. Salah had two really big chances to score, and usually he get those. Now this is the last game for Liverpool at home against Crystal Palace, who are also still partying for the FA Cup final. They're going to leave the trophy in that day. I think that Liverpool are going to go full strength in this game week, and I can see a lot of goals. I can see Liverpool scoring 3 or 4 goals easily, and the chances are that Mohamed Salah is going to be part of that. Now, obviously, he's still on penalty. He's still an amazing option. Maybe the form wasn't there in the last game weeks, but I think that he's going to be the most popular captain. Now, if I want to go a little bit different, if I really want to push uh, to that dream target 1000k, maybe it's not the best idea to captain Salah, but I just think that I don't know, he's going to score more points than someone like Bukayo Saka, than someone like Bowen, than someone like Mbeumo, and if that's what I believe, I just think that I'm going to captain him. Now let's see what's going to happen. In attack, Vardy, as I said before, he's probably not going to be part of that game against Bournemouth away, so he's not going to play. If I'm not going to make any transfer, which isn't the case, obviously, I'm just going to play Sar instead of him. With my other attackers, I'm pretty happy with Wissa. Obviously, he's going to stay in my team. The same as with Mbeumo. I can see some goals. Wissa and Mbeumo are usually involved in the goals. For Brentford, with Isak, it's really depending on which transfers I'm going to do, because but we're going to talk a little bit about this in the next section. Now obviously, as you may know, he had some problems. He didn't play against Arsenal, so we need to see if he's going to be fit and then decide if I want to sell him. With Sar, Konate, Munoz, I'm not going to play Munoz just because I don't see a clean sheet in that game for Crystal Palace. Konate, again, I could play him instead of someone like Livramento or Gvardiol if I want to go a little bit different, but at the moment I just think that Livramento and Gvardiol are maybe have more attacking threat, obviously, so that's why I'm playing him. And I just don't fancy starting Sar against Liverpool away. I can see Crystal Palace scoring, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, maybe because Sar was really bad in the last game weeks, I just don't want to see him play anymore. But let's go to my next section and see my possible transfers. Now in this section we're going to discuss my options for game week 38. As you can see from the screen, I have just one free transfer and 2.4 millions in the bank, so I have some room to make some upgrades. Right now I section my plans for this gaming in two ways: if Isak is going to be fit or if Isak is going to be out. Because if Isak is going to be out, probably I'm going to be forced to take a -4 to not have to play Sar. So pretty much that's my thinking at the moment. My before gaming 37, my planned transfers were to sell Sar to Bukayo Saka and Isak to Evan Nilsson and to captain Bukayo Saka. But now that Arsenal won against Newcastle, and they pretty much are on the beach at the moment. The game against Southampton didn't really mean anything at the moment to them. So Saliba is not going to play, Timber is not going to play. We could see some rotation, and even if Saka is going to start, nobody can guarantee me that he's going to get more than 60 or 70 minutes. So yeah. Uh, I was really excited to have Saka and to captain him against Southampton as a differential. Now, probably now he's going to be a big differential. Now, I'm not saying that he's not going to start. At the moment, I'm still expecting Saka to start, but I just think that the risk maybe is not worth taking for me at the moment. Uh, Now, if Isak is going to be fit, I'm going to play a 3-5-2 or a 3-4-3, depending if I'm going to sell a midfielder or a forward. Now, my options at the moment are to sell someone like Sar to Bowen. There are some chances I'm going to be priced out on this move. I still have some 0.1 wiggle room, so in that case, maybe I'm going to be forced to make an early transfer, as much as I don't really want to do that. But yeah, Sar to Bowen, it's really tough, tight at the moment. I like him. I like that Bowen has more security of minutes over someone like Bukayo Saka, for example. If I want to sell Vardy, I can do that easily for Evan Nilsson, which I think that is a big upgrade, obviously. Now, all these things really depend if I'm going to be confident Isak is going to start, because I just think that if Isak is going to start, although he wasn't playing amazing at the moment, if he's fit to start, they are going to start him, because it is a must-win game for Newcastle, as I said before, if they want to secure those Champions League spots. And the fixture is not great. Everton are defending okay at the moment, but they are going to be without Brentwaite. So I just don't think that it's worth selling Isak for -4 in the last game week of the season if he's going to start. If you know what I mean. So yeah, but let's pretend he's not going to be fit. In that case, I will be forced to sell him. I mean, obviously, I could just sell Isak to Evan Nilsson and make one transfer and play Sar against Liverpool. But as I said before, I really don't fancy playing Sar, and I just think that it's more upside to try to make other transfers. So if I'm going to do that, I'm going to keep Vardy, which is not going to play. So I will need to play a 3-5-2 without Vardy, and then by selling Isak to Evan Nilsson, that's going to free up for me a lot of money. So I could buy pretty much anyone I want. Now, obviously, I can't buy someone like Haaland by selling Vardy, but you got my point. So I can sell someone like Sar to Bukayo Saka. If I'm confident he's going to start, I think that even if Saka is going to play 60 minutes, he could be a decent option. Now, yeah, if I'm not really confident about that, I could sell Sar still for Bowen. That would leave me with 3.5 millions in the bank, something like that, for the final gimmick of the season. But yeah, it just doesn't really matter, because even if I had all the money in the world, probably if I was to sell Isak, the forward I really want for gimmick 38 is Evan Nilsson. He's going to play at home. They don't really have anything left to play Bournemouth, but because they are going to play at home, I think that they are going to start. Another option in midfield, which was pretty good, was Clivert, but now that he was subbed off at halftime against Manchester City, I just can't go there. I just don't think that's a good idea to buy him, because otherwise he could be a great option. So yeah, if I'm going to sell Sar, probably is going to be for Bukayo Saka, for Bowen. Diaz from Liverpool could be a nice option. Martinelli could be a nice option. uh, yeah, there are a lot of good options, but if I will have the money to go for someone like Bukayo Saka instead of going for Martinelli, probably I will just take that option if I decide I don't want to go for Bowen, which I think that Saka and Bowen are really close this game week, based on the predicted minutes for both of them, right? Because if Saka is going to get the same amount of minutes as Bowen, I think that clearly Bukayo Saka is the better pick. But because Bowen is more safe to do that, also if Paqueta is not going to be on the pitch, he is going to be probably on penalties. It's going to be a tough decision, but yeah, I sorry for boring you a lot about my transfer options, but all pretty much resumes to this. If what news we're going to get about Alexander Isak, if he's going to be fit, Probably I'm just going to keep him and sell Vardy or Sar for Bowen or Evan Nilsson, because in that option I don't have the money to buy Bukayo Saka, so I will just buy Bowen. Um, but yeah, if he's not going to be fit, then I need to decide if I want to take a -4 or just play Sar against Liverpool. Pretty much that's it, and maybe make some decisions about my defenders. I need to think if Konate has a better chance maybe of keeping a clean sheet than someone like Vardiol. If I want to go a little bit different, that could be an option too. But at the moment, as you can see, the difference is big for me to catch for the top 1k, but it's not impossible, right? Anything is possible in football. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching the video. I really appreciate it. As I said earlier, thank you so much for watching my videos along the season. Your support has been amazing since I came back starting FPL videos. I'm really enjoying it. Leave a like if you enjoyed, hit that subscribe button if you're new around here, and yeah, I'm going to see you soon. Bye.